Welcome to another episode of the Recline and Unwind podcast, live from the studio. It's the first one. It's pretty exciting because 2 weeks ago, we had the Discord one, as we always did and have. But this is the studio, and this is my good friend Jaaz.
What's good?
And yeah, it's pretty cool to actually like do it in person, dude. Like we have these nice little Pokemon decorations, which is
Pretty
always adds to the whole vibe of it. Eventually we'll get better lighting, but this is what we're doing for now. Well, yeah, thanks for coming on this episode.
Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate you bringing me over here to the Santa Monica studios.
Yeah, so we are actually based in Santa Monica from now on. Pretty fun, pretty exciting times. We have this recline and unwind whatever it is. What would you call it?
It's like a board. I mean, it's like a letterboard.
Yeah, we'll go with letterboard.
I don't know.
If you can't really see from wherever you're watching or listening, we ran out of ends for it. Only comes with two ends: the end for the recline and the end for un. So I turned the U upside down to make it a lowercase n, just because I'm not buying a whole other set for the letter N. But
you do what you can.
Yeah.
You do what
Point
you
is,
can.
it works, and you could read recline and unwind from that, so that's totally fine.
As long as you can read it and understand it.
As long as it gets a point across. But yeah, so this is actually gonna be a fun episode. I think most of them really are, because for those of you that don't know, Jaaz and I have been working together at the same job for 2 years.
Close to it, like about maybe like. I mean, you've been there longer than me for like about maybe like another
couple months,
like maybe 3 months
like
or
3
so.
months.
So like I would say maybe together.
In February we make 2 years working the same spot.
Oh, 2 years for me, yeah, definitely. You've been there for maybe 2 years. At that point, you'll be there for like 2 years and like
I make 2
3
years
months,
next month.
Yeah.
Point is, in February we'll make 2 years working together, and during that time, we just get pissed off at people because it's work is work, and it's never really gonna be perfect, and just things happen.
Never gets easier. It never gets easier because there's always just new people, and then there's just find out new ways of just
to piss you off
easily.
Like there's someone's gonna do something to
always
just like bother you.
Always, just when you think that you dealt with everything, there's always new ways of just pissing you off.
So today's theme is actually I guess like workplace stories, but we went off of the subreddit anti-work to read a lot of these crazy stories that people have online, and I thought ours was bad, but there are so many more out there that it's just like it's really not as bad as
it's pretty terrible.
So
I mean, I appreciate our job a little bit more after that.
After reading these, they're a bit much. So I hand selected a couple, Jaaz hand selected a couple, and we're gonna read them to each other because who knows? What if they are crazy? Well, I think mine were a little crazy. I'm sure Jaaz thinks his were a little out of pocket. So let's just work. And I hate, you know what I don't like at work? When people micromanage.
Oh, like, I hate
that's probably the worst kind of like management that there is, because it's like, get off of me.
You literally just feel the pressure on you, just like every little thing getting pointed out. You could probably be in the middle of doing something, and then you're like, "Oh, hey, you didn't do that. You didn't do it yet."
And then like, just ruins the entire thing.
I'm there. I'm on the way. Like, give me a second. There.
I'm working on it.
My God.
Yeah. I feel like micromanaging is probably the worst kind of management. I've been lucky to have like direct supervisors that are not micromanaging. I've had, so one of my old jobs, I had a supervisor, and they had somebody that was under her who was really bothering me all the time. Just like, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? I'm like, bro, I'm way ahead of you. Like, I did this already. But it's just like the fact that you keep bugging me about it is annoying. Just like, leave me alone. Like, we got this done already.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right.
Well, what I've been through is that basically I had done something on the side, get called out for it, and they're like, hey, why is it like this? And then I got like, and then I just got to explain it. It's like this, like that for a reason. And then I just don't get a response.
Yeah.
Like, not a single response. Like,
yeah, you give the explanation that they're asking for,
Nothing.
and they just like leave it like we're telling you something.
Not a single apology.
Or even if it's not an apology, if you're doing
Or
it
like-
wrong, let them tell you that you're doing it wrong, or if you're doing it right, let them be like, okay.
Yeah, they're like, okay, oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But not
Just
saying
wanna know.
anything, it just leaves you out in the air like,
They're like, oh,
all right, I guess I'm not doing it right or whatever.
I mean, at that point, I just assume I'm doing right because then
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, at that point, it's like no news is good news.
Yeah. Exactly. That's probably the best way to put it. No news is good news,
basically.
Yeah. But we're gonna get straight into it. Right now. So I'll read mine. I'll read one of mine first, and we'll just alternate.
Yeah.
And then we'll go off of that. All right. This one's kind of long, so I'm gonna try to get to it as soon as get through it as soon as possible. So the title for this one is Payroll Department just outed one of my employees in an email. So changing names and some details to avoid anyone getting doxxed. I supervise 6 people in the government office. It's government already. That's crazy. One of my employees is trans, but he is not out to everyone in the office. He's out to some people, but I don't exactly have a list of who he is out to. There's no reason to ever bring it up with anyone, so I just don't. True. Yesterday, the payroll department sent out an email requesting hotel receipts they were missing. They sent an email to the 3 people whose receipts they were missing and their supervisors. Already super weird that this wasn't 3 emails, because now you're giving date and hotel information to other employees who don't work closely with you. True. Yeah. And then they dead named my employee. They requested it like this: Jessica, Chris, that's fucked. Jessica, parentheses, Chris.
Oh,
Hamilton,
no way.
Holiday Inn on 9/22 for $102. Chris is how everyone knows them, but Jessica is still their legal name, and it's how I see him when I approve timesheets and such. So now some random other employees who aren't close to Chris at all have been given this dead name and a mystery as to why Jessica would be his legal name. How incredibly careless of this payroll person. When I saw this email, I had to stop myself from picking up the phone and cussing him out. I'm going to talk to my supervisor about this today and see if there's anything we can do to make sure this never happens again. That's the end of it. That's fucked.
That's completely unnecessary. Like, why? Just stick with what everybody knows. Wait, does that person who made, does it like say that person
knows
that like not everybody knows?
So yeah, so they said that he's not out to everyone in the office, but the supervisor doesn't know exactly who he's out to. Or hold on, let me make sure I'm not misgendering either. Jessica. All right, so Jessica.
Chris was the previous name.
Chris is how everyone knows him, but Chris. So I guess they went from female to male. So Chris is how everyone knows him, but Jessica is still their legal name.
Male to female.
No, I think they went. She's Jessica. Like
Jessica
legally.
is Jessica. Oh, Jessica is the legal name.
Jessica's the legal name.
Oh, okay.
And then Chris is how everyone knows him. So I guess it went female to male, because Jessica's legal, but they haven't changed the name yet.
Oh, okay.
So they basically just called. Yeah, I just had a brain fart. Point is, what the payroll. I'm assuming the payroll person knew. For you to do that parentheses.
Yeah.
That's whatever. But Jessica and then putting Chris in parentheses.
Like, it's just unnecessary.
Yeah. Like there was no need for that. It's out of pocket. It's like, why would you out somebody? Like, if they're not out to everyone, there's a reason.
And as well, it's just like, hey, just Jessica is enough.
Yeah.
Like you gotta put Chris. Like, I'm pretty sure if you say Jessica, everybody knows you're talking about Jessica.
Or not, or maybe even that. It's just like, if you're requesting legal like reimbursements or legal receipts from certain people, whatever is on,
that should be private.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, they already messed up by sending a mass email to these 3 people.
Yeah.
With everyone CC'd on it.
Exactly.
They could have just sent it straight to Jessica, or I guess sent it just straight to Chris.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're missing this. I need this from you. And then to the other 2 people.
Exactly.
And they straight up just said, everyone, Jessica, Chris, Hamilton. That's just messed up and uncalled for.
Yeah.
Would this person get fired? I don't know.
I mean, maybe not fired. I don't know, because it's hard to say if it was done like in a harmful way, like, with harmful intentions. It's hard to say that for sure.
That's what I'm thinking too. Because
what if that? Okay, does like again? Did that person who sent the email knows that not everybody knows?
Probably not. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like I don't agree with what happened at all. But I'm trying to like I guess play devil's advocate and see exactly
Yeah.
where like there might be some sort of justification for it. It's like
I mean, to begin with, you're not. You should. That's something that should have been sent to the person
individually
alone.
like, hey, we're missing your receipt for 922 for the holiday Inn. Simple as that. There's no need to send it to everybody else. That was their first mistake on payroll.
Yeah.
I think just putting that parenthesis is disrespectful. It's just like if they're
just go with one name.
That's where it gets.
But then they're gonna be going with Chris. Then everybody's gonna be like, who's Chris?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like best way to solve it, just individual.
Yeah, I think it should have just been sent individually. There's no reason to send it to everyone else. There's a couple of comments on this. Our department was doing a mandatory training on LGBT inclusion, and the person running the training forced someone to out themselves.
That's insane. Forced to out themselves just for like.
Was that OP? That's not OP. That's somebody else. This was posted. Today, 11 hours ago, and that comment was 7 hours ago. Yeah, so why would you out them? So they said the presenter was extremely aggressive about identity, especially her own. She spent a lot of time talking about how she was discriminated against for her race, and then went on to make fun of hillbillies for a good chunk of time. That's already terrible training.
That's a lot of
whoever hired them, don't hire them again.
That's a lot of HR reports right there.
I think this payroll thing would have been already an HR report.
I mean, easily.
Yeah.
Just stale.
Like I feel like in the current like political climate where they're like just refer to people as they want to be referred to, would have been fine. Especially, and at the end of the day, all this could have been avoided, like you said, with an individual email. There was no need to email everybody.
I understand the confusion there with that person, like, don't know who doesn't know. But at the same time, individual.
At that point,
just individually.
Yeah, just send it out to the person, like out them out to them, to themselves. Like hey, the emails would say their legal name, Jessica Hamilton. Let's say
their email name.
Yeah, so why even? I don't think it was done with malicious intent, though. I feel, and if it was, fire them. But
maybe they're trying to be respectful by including. But then at the same time, it's just like, why would you put Jessica if you're being respectful by calling them the name they want to be named? It's like that complicated issue.
It's a bit tough here.
A little complicated issue. Maybe they were trying to be nice. Like maybe they did it out of like not malicious intent, but like it just seems like that's how it
little went. Like poke for no reason.
I feel like at the same time, it also like unless you actually kind of know that person who sent that email specifically, it's kind of hard to say like
what were kind of meant, how they meant it.
Yeah, their intentions of it. So based off like thread alone, is like kind of hard to say like what was the reasoning behind doing that.
Just send it individually.
Yeah,
like that's at the end of the day, just send it individually. Like there's no need to put everyone, like group everybody. That just makes like everybody look bad to everyone else. Like there's no reason for that.
It's just a little bit of laziness, and then instead you made it a whole lot more bigger than what it usually.
You didn't need to get there. Yeah, all this could have been avoided.
Honestly,
that was an interesting first story though. That I'm gonna let you read yours
for the second one.
Let's get to it.
So this is actually it's a very short one. It's cool. Like someone being ghosted. For on applying, not being ghosted, but like someone who applied for Discord got basically
they applied to Discord.
They applied to
That's
Discord
funny. Okay.
To work for Discord.
Okay.
But instead of getting like they basically got a copy and paste reply, and by like the worst way possible. So it's like it's literally this is the email. Hey, blank. Thank you so much for interested. I mean, I think the person probably scratched it off, like blocked it off. It looks like. Thank you so much for your interest in working at Discord. Although your background is impressive, we move forward with other candidates for the fucking block. What's that called? Is that it's not the parentheses. What's it called? The
center bar.
Nah, you know how like the parentheses are like a oval, like a kind of circleish, and then there's the
Oh,
square
the
ones.
bracket.
The brackets. There you go. The brackets.
Oh,
Brackets.
I just did this, bro.
That
Ignore
works.
that.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't get us in trouble. For the man, for the brackets manually enter job name brackets role. Literally, like they didn't even bother putting the actual like
the job
the
name?
role the role of the job.
They just put brackets manually entered.
Manually enter job name.
No
They
way.
didn't. They lazed out on that. If you have applied to multiple roles at Discord, please note that the email is specifically in reference to this role alone, which who knows what it is, since they didn't bother to fucking sorry. They didn't bother to like
We
just
allow it here.
didn't get to like put it. Any other applications you have submitted are still in consideration until notified otherwise. We wish you the best for your job search and we'll hit you up in the future. We find a better fit. Sometimes the stars align. The stars are not going that high.
No disrespect to Discord because they've been pretty good to us, but
especially during the pandemic.
Kind of wouldn't want to work there, or maybe I might be overdoing it, but whoever's running that,
no,
or whoever set up the job listing, like you could have at least like entered the name. Like
they put the name of the person. It's just like it seems like it's just that the OP like kind of like removed it, but
the brackets were actually how
the brackets is just entered manually position jobs.
Yeah, manually. I think we'll post a picture of send me the picture.
Oh, yeah,
that way
for sure.
We'll post it like on the video version of this. It literally says manually entered position, right?
It manually entered job name.
Manually entered job name.
Like they didn't bother. They did not bother.
That's insane.
But
that definitely has to do with like the recruitment side of it, the talent acquisition. Because I don't know, like how would I know? You know, I've applied to like when I applied to Rockstar once to 2 jobs, and
2 positions.
Yeah, this is like 2 years ago.
No answer.
Yeah, huh?
No answer.
I got rejections. Oh, but like,
tough role.
Huh?
Cold role.
Yeah, I might have had info on GTA 6 by now, but and I think it was for like an HR coordinator or something like that.
Could have had an inside man.
I would probably sign NDAs though. I would have been on NDAs and not like be like, oh, can't say anything. Get it to myself. Going to sleep every morning knowing that GTA 6 would be like it's gonna be featured. I mean, GTA 6 is gonna be based on like Florida.
I would have fought you if like you knew the game got delayed. If like somehow if this aged like milk or like finest of wines, if the game gets delayed to 2026 and he didn't tell me if he had worked there, I would have fought him.
That's just I don't know. That would kind of deter me from like even applying to any more spots.
That at least when it comes from Discord,
yeah,
like could be an error, but still, like it does not look good for the person to the eyes of the person that applied. It does not look good whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're like, oh, so I take my time to apply to this company, and I can't even get a proper automated response.
You got an automated response.
You got an automated one, and it's still messed up.
So what you got? What you got for you?
So I got one that this one hit a little close to home because I went through a similar situation like this. So just so let me tell you what the title is first. Not allowed to work from home, so I don't. Okay. Sounds pretty obvious. You're not allowed to work from home, so you're not gonna work from home. Okay. So when I was working in Brooklyn, I asked to work from home. Okay. They were like, no, because we're not allowed to. I guess. I guess not. They're like, oh, we can only approve it if you're sick. I got sick. I'm like, I don't want to use sick time. Can I just work from home? And they're like, no. I'm like, but you said, like.
So wait, do they expect you to like?
No, I just took the day off. I didn't work. It's just like I don't want to take the day off. I want to work, but let me work from home. Now I'm thinking it might be like for HIPAA violations or like security reasons, which I understand.
I get it, but like I mean,
but just straight up say that you can't approve it. Like it's not allowed at all. Period. But some people were allowed to take work from home. That's different. I don't know if it has to do with childcare or not, but
I I mean, how long has said person been working there? I feel like
Probably
also like
longer.
privilege.
Definitely longer than I
I
have.
feel like it's like
Yeah.
a privilege that you kind of get later on. The longer
Mhm.
you're there, it's like, okay, we kind of trust you. You've been with us long enough. But like at the same time, I was just
Like even when I got in the motorcycle accident,
yeah,
I told him like, hey, like bro, I'm like beat right now. Like I can't work, and like can I just work from home? Like, I literally sent pictures of the crash, and they're like, unfortunately, we can't approve it unless you're sick. Then I got COVID, and they're like, we can't approve any sick time. Just like, all right, so just say you can't approve it. I didn't bother fighting it. I'm just like, forget it.
I mean, if I'm sick, honestly, I'm not doing any work.
Yeah, yeah,
That's me.
yeah. No,
That's
yeah.
me.
If I'm sick, like when I got sick earlier this year, and I stayed home for that week,
Oh yeah,
I barely wanted to wake up. Like it was bad. I just like, leave me alone. I don't want to do
It's
this.
one of the worst job weeks this year.
That week?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Why?
You weren't there.
Oh, this fucking man. Ah,
Oh my god.
ladies, he's single, so hit him up. All right. So this is still from anti-work. So not allowed to work from home, so I don't. My job recently told me that even during the snowstorm we got early this week, I'm not allowed to work from home at all. Even though I work in IT and do everything remotely, they want me to be in the office.
Mhm.
So I deleted Teams and my email off my phone. I'm no longer available after hours. My boss tried to call me for something urgent last night and couldn't reach me. He asked why. He asked why today, and I explained to him what I was told. I'm not allowed to work from home.
Wow.
That's a big like middle finger to
Basically
the boss. I think that's a way to handle it. That's a good way to handle it, especially when it comes to like IT. Just like if people could do this from their house or from wherever, just let them work. Let them do it.
Like they literally, if you're worried about stuff getting leaked out, like it's a whole NDA that they could just sign.
Yeah.
And then or any kind of like contract, NDA, whatever.
If you need a VPN, fine. Like you can do any of this from remotely. I see why people don't like remote work.
I get it because I get it because at the same time you think, oh, I mean, for at least for employers, they'll think, oh, hey, this person's not going to be performing the job well, so and so. But I feel like let's say if the person's been there, for example, let's say a year, and you see that they've been doing their job pretty on point, I would at least say give it a test run or something like that. Maybe give it a week, and like, hey, see how that works.
Yeah, and if they work well, then why not?
Yeah, exactly. It's unnecessary, especially if you're in New York City. The commute, oh boy, the commute.
I mean, you drive.
I drive,
and that I feel like it's more.
I hate it.
Yeah, but I feel like it's more efficient. Like from where you're coming from to where we're at, like it could always be worse.
It could. I mean, my old job, I had to take a bus and a train.
Exactly. Look at these are how far everything is in New York, even though we're in Santa Monica.
An hour and 15 minutes away. I mean, we're in Santa Monica now. We flew all the way down.
Yeah,
here.
we rented out this place, but an hour and 15 minutes away to get to work.
Yeah,
is insane.
And then on the way back as well. By the way, that's literally. I ended up having to wake up at 4:40 something in the morning.
To get there at 6?
To get there at 6. No.
6:30? 7?
7, I think, actually. No, wait. No. 4:30. 4:30 to get there at 6, yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's insane.
And it's like, and because, MTA sucks, it's like, I especially at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning around there, waiting for a single bus that comes every 40 to 30 minutes around there. And if it doesn't show up on time, I have to take if it doesn't show up on time, and then it shows up late, I get to the train station, and the train that I was supposed to take at a specific time is gone. I'm considered late.
Yeah, like you're not gonna make it.
I'm actually late by like 10 minutes of anything, and it's out of my hands. Yeah. The amount of times I've had to talk to my boss about it is like not much I could do. Like, my apologies. It's 10 minutes. But
deal, yeah.
But like, damn, like it's literally out of my hands. Unless you want me to wake up an extra basically at 4 in the morning instead of 4:30. Wake up a whole 2 hours before I
And
start.
that's kind of like ridiculous too. Like, like also like for our train system, which is considered to be the best in the world or the best in the country or whatever, we have a lot of signal failures. We have a lot. This is, I mean, beyond the train system, but like
Oh my god.
we have a lot of homeless people who are doing something in the trains, and it ruins the commute. Like,
Taking Grand Central was taking Grand Central at 5:20 in the morning.
I would
Getting there at
imagine
5 because I
you have to transfer what
to
to the one
the
to the F.
no. I mean before. Okay, so at first when I started my job, I had to transfer to the 2 and I think 2 and the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, I found a faster route, but it's like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes faster.
Yeah.
And I had to
Okay.
take the the 4 and the 5,
Uh huh. All the way down, right?
all the way down,
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, basically.
Yeah.
And then but at certain times, sometimes the the expressway, the express line wasn't working. I think that was like, wait, was that the 5?
That
Oh, was
was
that
the
the 6?
4 and the 5 are usually express. I think the 6 is local.
Okay, so either the 4 and the 5 weren't working sometimes, so I had to take the 6. And there was one time it was it was during the winter time, so it was still dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was still dark. I had to take the 6 train all the way straight down to Bowling Green, and like the amount, I mean, the amount of stops I had to take.
Yeah. It's a lot.
The amount of stops is insane. I and honestly on the cart, like when I first got in, I was the only one in the cart.
No way.
Imagine
Oh, nah.
the 6 train at like 5 in the morning, dark still, winter time.
Yeah.
The only one there for like a couple stops, and then one guy just walking in. I mean, granted, he's on the other side of the cart,
Yeah.
but it still is like
It's still just like you're by yourself, and then like somebody else just walks in.
5 in the morning,
Yeah.
still dark. Just like that, just the fact that it's dark.
Yeah.
Outside, like empty, empty. Like it's terrible. It was really, really bad.
Yeah.
I think it happened like I think that week I think maybe not that week. It was like half that week was like the 4 and
Something was
4 and
something's
5
wrong.
was going wrong.
Yeah. See, that's why I fear like if I ever like leave where we're at and I go to like Manhattan.
Oh,
If I do that, it's just like, great. I'm going into the city. I'm gonna have to deal with the trains because the motorcycle's not gonna get me there without causing any parking issues. The car, forget it. I'm not even driving to the city. I'm gonna have to pay like $200 for parking.
not gonna lie, I wish I had gotten a motorcycle like my motorcycle license like years ago, because honestly there was like a like where I worked at, there was like a little corner where it was like
All the bikes, right?
like a corner. It's like
Yeah.
there was a sign where it's like, oh, at this point only certain company cars could park here, and there's just like this little tiny spot right here.
Yeah.
And you see like 4 motorcycles just parked there. Just
Yeah.
like I'm like, yo,
just imagine
if I could just drive there and just park there.
Yeah.
Like I'll never take the train.
Yeah.
Still didn't get my motorcycle yet,
Or
a license.
We'll get there. We'll get
or a
there.
permit.
Or did you have the permit?
No,
You had the permit.
no. I wish. I was in the process of getting it.
Oh.
I think I was in the process of getting it, and then COVID.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in the process of getting it, and then COVID.
Yeah, driving to the city. But at the end of the day, it's just like if things can be done from home, just let them do it from home. Like I get as an employer, as a supervisor, like yeah, you want to make sure everything's getting done.
Yeah.
But also like if you can save the company money by uh reducing the cost of like renting an office space and all this, like I'm more than happy to use my computer, or if you're gonna provide computers to me,
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to use your computers at my house with my Wi-Fi. It's gonna be just me on my internet doing the work for you. Like it's really not that bad.
Also, morale. Like
Yeah.
commute does a lot to a person, especially when traffic is terrible,
Yeah.
and or if you're taking like buses and trains, and if you know that one is commute, 2 like that one is just all that could like tear a person down, because it's just an hour, well 2 hours in total, depending, I mean, coming and going.
Yeah.
So there's that, and second is like I would say trust, if
Mhm.
anything, because like if you don't like, you're basically kind of in. I understand. Okay, again, I understand sort of why you don't want to at first, but if they've been there for a good bit, and you're not even giving them the chance to prove themselves that they could do a whole lot more at their own, maybe at their own place,
Yeah.
like where they're more comfortable and they're doing everything perfectly fine. You're not giving them that one chance at least to like prove themselves.
Yeah.
I feel it just shows like you don't trust these people.
Mhm.
Like you don't trust your workers, which is
gonna cause like a bad relationship that you got there.
yeah, it's just like, hey, I'm doing all this I could do at home, and you're just for somehow reason not letting me.
Yeah.
Just like why?
Yeah. I
So,
agree with that. It's weird. When in Brooklyn they made me actually like our AC went down. So they were like you gotta work from home. I'm like,
oh,
say less. You got it. I was done with my work pretty fast, which I think that's also the reason why. They're like, we're paying you to be here all 8 hours. So if you finish early, you still gotta be here. We're gonna pay you to be in this office. I finished my work early in Brooklyn. Like when I was working from home,
yeah.
I would finish like at 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 hours, 3 hours, and do anything else.
So,
And I always had my phone on me because I was getting business phone calls like for stuff like that. So I was like, all right, fine, like I'm gonna answer.
yeah.
But there's days where I was way ahead of the curve, and just, yeah, I got things done. I don't need to be in the office, and it sucked when I had to go back. I'm just like, oh, I was so comfortable just like working from here.
What, in the office?
From
Oh,
I
no,
know
from
from
home.
home.
Okay.
I get so comfortable working from home. It's like, why do I have to go back to the office?
It's dumb.
It's,
They like it's like literally like, oh, you're just sitting there, just
yeah. There's days like where I would be like this on my phone or like watching like a K-drama. It's just like I could be at home. I don't need to be here.
yeah. But I mean, at the same time, you also get money.
Yeah.
You're still getting money out of it.
Yeah.
I understand why, but like, hey, you're not doing anything for the rest of the day. Everything is done. Like,
So you get paid.
why? I mean, I get it. You're getting paid for it, but at the same time, why keep them there? They did everything you asked them to do for the week or so and so. I mean, like it was like a weekly for you, a whole job,
It's
like or like
it was like a daily type of thing. Every day was different.
okay, like a daily task, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a daily like goal that we all had to meet, and sometimes it was done like
earlier.
before. Yeah. It was
One some days are harder than others.
Yeah, like Thursdays that was like our busy days. That could take me till like 4 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
then but that I understand.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, like it also goes back to commute. It's like I used to ride like 30 to 45 minutes to get to Brooklyn.
Terrible.
Just like I do not have to do this. Like I can literally just wake up, walk to my office room,
do everything,
and do what I have to do. Like I don't have to be in this office.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's why if things ever go like upwards, like I would love to like have a business.
Man,
I would love to have a business where, sure, maybe we'll start working in the office in the beginning.
Mhm.
As long as we get our work done, let's work from home. Let's get things done. Because I personally would not want to be in an office the entire time if I can work from a beach in Miami.
And as long as you're getting the work done.
As long as, yeah, and I would want my employees to do the same so long as I get the work done.
Yeah.
I'm not going to micromanage. Just like, we have this deadline by the end of the week.
Yeah.
Let's reach this deadline. As long as everyone's getting their stuff done, it's not a problem. Continue what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You could be by a pool drinking a White Claw. If by the end of the week or the end of the day, the work is done, forget it. Do it. Keep doing it.
Just don't tell your boss if you're drinking the White Claw.
Just don't tell your boss if you're drinking a White Claw. But
that's for yourself.
I would want to have that, and I would like to provide that if I were to have my own business. It's just like, I want you to enjoy your life. Let's make some money together. Let's make some money together and make some money enjoying your life.
I will say as well as like, because of like no commute, you get to like sleep in, get more extra, extra rest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like I said, an hour.
Or think about it like this also, like if you don't get work done within those 8 hours, sure, you might have slacked off. You can work on it after hours. And that's not like you got paid for the 8 hours. That's your fault for slacking off. Now you got to work on it after 5.
Well, it depends also as well if they also need like if they need some stuff done by like a certain time.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a totally different story.
Yeah.
But just like
But if they need it by like
the end of the week and you finish it in 2 days, get paid for not doing anything. You did the job. Or if you want like something else that you can just like, hey, this is what I have ready. Is this okay, or do you want
that even looks better?
Yeah, like oh, they're trustworthy. Heck, you might even get a raise for getting things done. You might even be a supervisor. Like
it shows that you're that like even though you're on at your place like working from home, that even in that case you do the job faster.
Yeah.
And also as well that like I mean you'll probably get maybe they might make you do a little more extra stuff, but like in the end it does show that you do what you got to do.
Yeah, you have a good work ethic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Like I don't know. Ideally, I would like companies to be all that, but each company works the same their way for whatever reason. So to each their own. To each their own. This is just
it all depends on the position, all the type of job as well. It all depends on that.
Doctors, keep going into the office,
please.
We need you.
We need you there, and not on ChatGPT.
And not on ChatGPT. ChatGPT is great. I've written my resume. I've updated my resume with it.
I will not disclose where I've written my resume.
Okay. You can actually go for this next one.
Damn it, we just talked about this too.
Did we?
I mean,
kinda.
Yeah, let's check it out. Is this the same one? Is this the same one?
No.
Oh no, it's another similar situation.
Oh, okay. Work from home. Let's bring it back.
Well, we just got a company-wide email that we can no longer work from home because we need to build a stronger team and all that nonsense. I just started here less than a year ago, and I turned down other offers specifically because of the work from home. I have a chronic pain and a day with no commute really helps. People have already started quitting. I wish I could too. Screw companies that act like this. So that's also another important thing as well.
Because a stronger team.
Well, the employer specifically said it's so I guess the people could bond together as a team, as if like let's be honest, maybe some jobs do, some jobs don't. Do you really care about your coworkers, or do you just want to make the bag and go?
True. I feel like that.
Like you have your own you have your own personal life, and like if you could do everything that you can from home and then not waste and like not have to waste time again on the commute.
Yeah.
Would you rather just like
get it done and leave?
Get it done and just like do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Like just do your life after that.
I feel like that it can be different for each person.
I feel like it also depends on the job as well.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I mean
all right, Jaaz. So where we're at. Okay. Where we're at?
No.
I feel like just get the money in and out of here.
Oh, 100%.
Like, we've had moments where just like, yeah, it would be cool to like to talk to A, B, and C outside of work. But at the end of the day, like, there's a reason why A, B, and C are no longer there. And I feel like, I don't know. Man. Like, you and I, we go back even before work, so like, it's different for us.
Yeah.
But
we literally came here straight from work.
Yeah. So we finished work. We hopped on the fastest flight on the first flight we can.
Yeah.
Came here and are recording this.
Mm-hmm. Like we left work like 4 hours ago.
No, that wasn't 4 hours ago.
It was 4 hours ago. We took your jet.
Oh.
Came down here.
Yeah.
Got ourselves some Starbucks. Literally walked Paris Hilton's dog.
Yeah, we got some margarita pizza.
Oh, that was nice.
And then now we're here.
I think I saw Jenna Ortega on the way here.
Yeah, I mean she invited you to that party for the Scream 7
not the
filming.
Not the freak off, right?
I don't know.
Not that kind of party, right?
Yeah, Jaaz has gone to a couple of freak off.
Absolutely not. I do not got baby oils. I do not got baby oils. Keep me out of that.
So you can't see him, but our cameraman behind this He's been to a couple of freak offs and
What are you talking about?
he's been to some freak offs.
I
yeah,
don't know what you're talking
he's
about.
hosted a couple of freak offs.
It's kind of I don't know where you're
I'm probably not gonna cut that.
from.
I'm probably
Keep
just
it.
gonna, I'm gonna
Keep
keep it. But like, I understand where it comes like to build a stronger team. I don't know what that company is or how it's working. If things are failing, then yeah, you
Yeah,
might
bring everybody like back. If
or
like
for
hey,
a month. Bring them back for a month. See how they get along. If they work, like, just get them to get a feel of how everyone's working, and then send them back home. Let them work from home.
okay, so there's actually an interesting thing. Okay, so this person applied because it's work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so does that imply that they never worked in the? That implies that they never worked in the office.
That person probably worked in the office. Yeah.
So I mean, okay, it's one thing if maybe the employer wants to work with his staff for a bit, get to know them. You know, you want to know who your employees are.
Right.
So there's that. I don't think that's the point of this because they said that like there's no more of that. There's no more work from home. There's one thing to like if you want to work from like if you want all your employees to come back maybe for a bit, just like maybe a couple weeks to a month, you know, get to know your staff, get to know who's working for you and who you're working with and who you're paying, like, you know, see how they like how they do things.
Yeah.
And you know, if there's no reason to like, you know, to not let them go if they're like, you know, they're not who you want working for you. Then just let them go back. If they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, then let them go back work from home again. Literally no reason other than like
that reason. I feel like is just a dumb reason. We need a we need to build
staff.
a stronger team. Oh, when they mean stronger team, it's like let's connect more. It's just like, dude, I kind of don't want to.
Why?
Yeah, there's no need for it. Like if we're getting our work done far away, let's keep it that way.
But it's just like, and also it's like if I'm assuming everything has to be going. It's like, okay, why would you just suddenly okay, you're working from home. Why would you change that? Like why would the employer change that unless there's one guy cuz there's always got to be one guy.
Yeah.
There's always one guy that ruins it for everybody because unfortunately that's how that works.
Yeah.
I learned that from my last job. Association actually hurts you as well, which is so freaking yeah. Like things that I didn't do, like so some guy would mess up, and then like okay, so he gets like he gets punished. He has to do some heavy lifting on his part, but then I also have to help out due by association, which is some bull. Like I didn't do anything wrong. I'm in the clear, but it's like I guess so out of fairness. So then
that's so dumb.
I don't know.
That's so dumb.
I don't know. It did. I tried going through some mental gymnastics the entire time. Like
that makes no sense. Fuck? Yeah. Like
make any sense.
Association is dumb. Like if you're like a direct supervisor to that person and they mess up and it kind of does fall back on you.
This was before I was a supervisor.
Yeah, so there's no reason for you to.
I literally got told by my supervisors by association, which is so.
That's crazy.
I literally got told by, it was association. Like I'm like okay, because it was a 2-man job. It was a 2-man job, like, and then the other one messed up. But like, I'm doing my own section. That person is doing their own section.
Yeah.
They messed up on their part, and then due to that, I also in a way get punished for it. Like it was dumb, no reason, absolutely none. Clean as a fiddle.
Yeah.
Still got done dirty.
That's dumb. That's so dumb. And the fact that they told you, because of association is wild.
Oh,
crazy talk, man.
Oh, the bull I had to deal with. I kind of missed the job a little bit because honestly, with that, like the people there at that job, I mean, other than the supervisor, sometimes that supervisor was kind of a pain. Yeah. But like other than like that, they were pretty cool there. They were pretty cool.
Yeah, sometimes.
But I mean, that job could not be done from home.
Like, yeah.
Like the job I was in could not be done from home, but commute there was still terrible.
Yeah.
So, but I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, work from home just goes a long way with the commute. Like it just saves you 2 hours of your life.
Basically.
Sometimes more.
And it's just like, cause like you get out of work, you're tired, you want to relax already, but then you still remember you're in like maybe not in this case, but example, you're in New York, and you still have to like, especially nowadays where like people are crazy in the trains and the buses.
Mhm.
Like not a funny situation, but imagine you work your ass off, you're going home to relax, and you just get shanked by a random
Yeah, and this
by a
happens a
random
lot.
nobody, by a
Yeah.
random nobody, like just had a, I don't know, just woke up and decided like just be a villain.
It's crazy.
Did I catch you being tired?
Yeah. Why are you tired? Get up.
You're in New York.
Exactly.
You're in New York. Get the like,
Or like even here in Santa Monica where the traffic is crazy too, and let's say you somehow get into a car accident,
oh,
and that just ruins your entire day. Like,
man. Or like even that, maybe you're not in the accident. Maybe you're driving home and the person, and then like you're just caught up in traffic
Yeah.
because of said accident.
yeah, your 30-minute commute just turned into an hour or more.
I would say maybe 2 hours
Yeah.
if you're feeling a little lucky.
Mm-hmm. Or like, remember when we
Oh,
had
lucky.
that flood, and
Oh, which one?
like when when
2
last
years
year?
ago?
No,
Oh,
last year.
That was last year.
Well,
Oh,
we
it
had
was
one.
last year.
Well, it wasn't a bad flood, but it rained a lot, and that the highway flooded, and they called, like, everyone was coming to the office, and everyone really got to the office, and one person didn't make it.
Oh wait, I thought it was a snowstorm.
No, it was a flood.
Oh, it was like
It was a hard.
when?
It was a hard
What month was
storm. It had to be like, I think it was. I think I just saw memories. I think it was October of last year.
Didn't that person get fired?
That
Like
person.
not a little after.
It was like a couple of months after.
Okay, yeah, because that person got let go in December, right?
Uh huh. Yeah, I think
But
before the holidays.
But I kind of remember that situation kind of
Just
being,
escalated it even more.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. That's the thing. Like, I get why they. I know we had a meeting that day, but like this, it's kind of hard to get through a flooded highway. But I guess I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's not the highway that was flooded, but like it could also be
a crash
where that person lived.
Yeah.
Was flooded.
Yeah.
But but.
Not to be fucked up, but I guess I think it was a snowball effect that was just piling up.
It was a fortunate circumstance.
Yeah.
And it's just like it didn't work out, which is kind of bold because that person was a good worker.
They got their work done, and they were pretty good. They were actually really good. But
this year,
but
we see this.
Jaaz, I don't even know you're talking about them.
They're never gonna know.
I'll tag them.
Oh no!
I'll tag them on the on the comments, on the description below. Yeah, dude, no, that's great. Like CM Punk says, man, it's not my company. They are people running how they want to run it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's very important to listen to the employees. Like when that whole bell switching that they did today in our office, where they
oh my god.
It was a couple of like technical changes that they did to our office. It's pointless. It's annoying.
Made it worse, if anything.
I think it just made it worse. Like, you could have just left it where it was. Like, it really wasn't. And I really tried. Because our boss called the day, like, yesterday, and they're like, hey, yeah, just make it more accessible. I'm like, I think it's fine. I didn't say I think it's fine. I don't think there needs to be a change. But if you would like to change it, I mean, it's your call. I personally think it's okay where it is.
I mean, not nothing against you, like, specifically, but I feel like maybe they should have asked the whole staff what they think.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
they
like...
should, 100%.
Like, I know you ended up, like, speaking in a way for us.
I straight up said leave it there.
Yeah. No, I mean, but, like, at the same time, they should also ask, everybody else that's in that office.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what do you think about putting it here? See what everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to, like, send an email.
Yeah.
Ask for opinions.
Yeah. Especially to the people that are in the office. Like, ask around. Like, it really was fine where it was. There's no need to keep it there. But
yeah, no. It just ended up... They're just putting it in a more inconvenient place.
It was a rare L.
Rare L.
Because I think a lot of their decisions are W's. but I think this one was definitely an L.
Yeah, no, I mean,
L decision.
like they're pretty like on point with their stuff, but like
This
just
one
that
was-
one was, it was just unnecessary.
Yeah,
I felt like, I mean, it's because of what like the maintenance guy.
he's annoying.
Oh yeah.
We don't. I think that's a landlord.
I think it is.
Yeah,
it's not
let's not talk about him. My mom said if we got nothing nice to say, let's not say anything at all.
Anything at all.
That was pointless. But
Yeah.
there's not much we can do, man. It's not our company.
What's done is done. What's done is done. At least with that situation.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to talk about work anymore. Let's work from home.
We're 4 hours. We're not, like 4 hours away. So let's not think about it.
Yeah, it's a weekend. It's a Friday out here.
It's a
Santa
Friday.
Monica. We're going to the beach right after this, and we're gonna edit all weekend.
Man, we're going to the beach late.
Oh, we're 3 hours back.
You want to go back?
We're 3 hours back from where we were.
I mean, yeah, but you want to go to the beach over there, or you want to go to the beach?
No, I mean we're gonna be here. We're leaving the studio. The boardwalk is like 10 minutes away.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's kind of late. It's like 7.
7. Yeah, it is pretty. Nah.
It's like 7.
Alright, fair enough.
Let's go with the couple of last ones,
Okay.
and let's speed run these a little bit. I think I'll just read one more, and then we'll get straight to it. All right, I think this one's funny.
Okay.
I think this one's funny. That's why I'm like, oh,
Let's hear it.
Accidentally laughed in a job interviewer's face today at their terrible offer. This was posted 1 day ago. I want to make it quick. Applied for a job, advertises full-time, full benefits upon start, no salary listed. Don't want to say exactly what, but it involves inventory. The job was advertised as full-time, but turns out they can't guarantee hours. So 1 week could be 0 and the next could be 50. $16 an hour. You have to travel throughout the state using your own vehicle. You aren't paid while you drive. They consider it a commute.
What?
Here's the part where I laughed. While at different locations, you have to stay overnight in a hotel they choose, which they pay for. All right, I can deal with shitty hotels, but you have to share the room with a stranger.
What?
Yeah, insane. Sure, there would be another employee, but as I said, you travel all over the state. Could be anyone from anywhere. I didn't mean to just burst out laughing when she looked at me confused. I just laughed and said, "That's awful. People actually do that." She was upset, asked rather curtly if I would like to continue the interview, and I said, "God, no," and hung up. I'm not getting assaulted in a shitty hotel for $16 an hour in 0 hours. There should be laws against damn near everything they're doing. Absolutely insane. Edit. So everyone's saying that travel without pay is illegal. It is not in my state. Federal law specifies travel time must be paid from work site to work site. Since I would be leaving from home and driving to a site to work, this will not qualify. It would be like driving to work, I think. Edit 2. It was a Zoom call. That's a terrible. And then just a quick comment. Damn, that sucks. You accidentally laughed at the offer. Next time the situation comes up, make sure you intentionally laugh instead. Yo.
I would have just said like, yeah, fuck you.
That's crazy.
Get out of here with that.
This job offer is ridiculous. Like that's
actually probably the one. That's actually the.
I think that's the worst story we've read.
Yeah, that's the worst job offer I heard in general. Like I don't think I've heard a job offer worse than that.
$16 the hour. You don't get paid for anything. You have to drive everywhere.
But like, how far do they have to drive?
All over the state. I don't know what state.
All over the state.
Yeah, they didn't say what state it was.
Oh.
All they said was you have to travel throughout the state using your own vehicle, and you aren't getting paid while you drive.
That is okay. So let's say you live 3 hours away.
Yeah, congrats. You're driving 3 hours to the work site.
Damn. And I'm guessing they don't work. They like that's their only location for the day, and then they go back. So.
Probably. And like you said, they said that there's times where you might work 50 hours. There's weeks you might work 0 hours.
So inconsistent hours. Basically, inconsistent locations to some degree.
Yeah.
Like,
And you sharing a hotel with a stranger?
and that would say that's the
No.
that would say that's the worst part. Like they're literally cheaping out. What kind of hotel you share with? What kind of
person? No, an employee.
You're
sharing it with an employee, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But still,
That's
I don't know
yeah.
I don't know my coworkers. Like, I wouldn't want to share a room with somebody I don't know.
I mean, cheap.
Yeah, just
The
get
whole
two
hotels
different rooms.
the whole company itself is just doing it to be cheap.
Yeah, just shut that company down. This is insane.
That's actually, if anything, what is that, like human? Nah, I mean I don't know if that's considered a human like
Human traffic.
not
No.
traffic. What's the right word? It's like
Cruel and unusual punishment.
like not human rights. I forgot the word.
That's not ethical.
I mean, it's definitely not ethical, that's for sure. But like, that's got to be a human rights violation. There you go.
Probably. Yeah.
Like that's all around this. I mean, it depends. I mean, because I don't know like what is the state. I mean, they don't specify the state. I feel like that would help. I don't think.
Imagine this is Texas.
Oh no, Texas.
You gotta drive around a huge ass state.
That would literally. I mean, any state. I feel like it's like, for example, one state, like one side of the state to the other is at least maybe 4 hours.
Yeah.
I would no.
Or imagine like in New York, we go from New York City to Buffalo. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. That's an 8-hour drive.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's an 8-hour
damn.
drive. Because Niagara Falls is an 8-hour drive and just by Buffalo.
Oh, I never. Oh damn. I think the furthest I ever went was Albany.
Nah, I think first I've gone is like Tarrytown or something.
Oh, that's
It's like an
it's
hour
like,
and a half.
yeah, it's like up.
Hour,
It's like
yeah.
up past Bronx, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Oh, Warwick. That's as far as I've gone.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's as far as
Yeah,
I've gone.
Warwick is.
Warwick.
Yeah, it had to be.
The 2-hour drive.
No, Albany. Albany's still for me at least.
Would that still be further up?
I think Albany's like in the middle. No.
Because I think the thing is, New York City is here, Albany's straight up, and Warwick is this way. So we do cross New Jersey. It could be similar or somewhere like that.
I mean, I feel like I think Warwick is more to the left.
Warwick is on the left.
As in like Albany's straight up.
Yeah.
But I think it's still past Warwick.
Yeah, we'll find out the distances eventually.
Like
right now.
But yeah, no, that was.
No, screw that.
No, definitely got to be a human rights violation.
Next time, like the commenter said, yeah, laugh in their face on purpose.
They should.
Or if I hear that, I would just like end call. Like screw it.
Nah, I kind of want to tell them how ridiculous that is. Like I feel like sometimes you kind of have to have somebody like just tell you when something's ridiculous, and I'm just like that's.
And also like low key feel bad for like the recruiter. Like what if they're just doing their job?
I mean, if they give you, I mean, if they kind of give you a like an attitude after that.
Oh yeah. Well, I should say you want to.
I mean, recruiter could be also the employer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it could like
that could be their role.
Yeah.
Like it's like don't pay you for the travel time. Insane.
Especially if it's further.
Share a hotel. Oh, that also comes to show too. The travel time could be like legit. Maybe 12 hours.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, imagine this
because you're sharing a hotel.
Yeah.
The fact that like, oh my god, that is terrible.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
That is genuinely terrible.
And for $16 the hour, you can't pay me to do that.
For $16 an hour,
I would gladly work any other minimum wage job than do that for $16 the hour.
I mean, yeah, at that point, yeah.
It's like, all right, I'll go down the street to my local retail store and I'll get at least 30 hours weekly, or 20.
You gotta remember as well, like each state's like. I mean, I think the federal
one is like
$7.
Yeah, $7.25.
Insane.
It's a tough world, man.
Actually, insane.
You got one last one for us?
I got one more.
Let's do this.
I got one more in me. You know the pay is fucked when a former employee tells you to quit.
Oh, I feel like I read this. Oh, I heard of it. Oh, shit.
I worked at a place that pays $11 an hour. Today, a former employee who's worked here 10 years ago came in and asked if the pay is still 11 hours. It was, and I told him as such. He told me that's shit, and asked how much the manager makes, to which I told him 15. He laughed. I confided in him that I was secretly considering quitting, and he told me another company is always hiring to do work there instead of 15 an hour. work there instead for 15 an hour as the same position as I am right now. And probably easier considering I don't have to manually check out people in checkouts that appear and function identically to self checkouts. Wait, what? You function identically to self checkouts?
It might be like a retail store.
Yeah, but like they need you to like put a show ID if like you're doing a self checkout.
Maybe it's a liquor store. Maybe they sell liquor there.
A liquor there that does self checkout.
I mean, it could be like a regular like retail store, and they have like beer there.
Not even
Like the CVS, I think CVS sells beer.
but Walmart doesn't even do that.
Well, Walmart doesn't sell beer. Doesn't sell alcohol. I
thought-
think. No,
they
because I don't know about PA, but when we went to PA, we couldn't buy White Claws there. They didn't sell liquor.
Oh,
So it might be a Walmart thing, because I know Target doesn't sell it in Jersey, but they sell
Target's here does.
it. But Target's here do.
And BJ's for sure does it.
Yeah.
BJ's for sure sell.
But they also have people checking. They have security.
Wait, Target here as in.
No, BJ's.
Oh, okay. No, like BJ's. Yeah, they for sure like they have self checkouts and they sell beer, but they don't never ask you for like ID, which is
That's actually interesting. I've never been ID'd.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty. I mean, well, I'm guessing since there's always that guy who like because the color of the receipts are yellow. If you do self checkouts, usually if they're yellow, that means you did self checkout, and the guy like when you're exiting has to take a look at every item individually.
But you already paid for it.
Yes, but if they see that see that you're like you look pretty young for someone who has beer, I'm pretty sure they have to ask you for your ID before you leave.
Isn't it like once you have it, you already bought it, it's already sold to you? Can they really stop you if you're just holding it? I feel like that would have to be done at the self checkout. Because at that point, it's already like the store already sold you liquor.
They would have to force you to like return it.
Yeah,
like,
and I don't think they're allowed to force you because you already bought it.
Yeah, but they also can't sell alcohol to minors, or else they'll be in worse trouble.
But they already did.
If
that minor already paid for it.
Does it count if they walked out? Because the person is literally like right there before you walk out.
I feel like it's still like you already bought it. Like
you did.
Like if I send like my little cousin to go buy beer and they purchase it, they already like paid for it, and they're walking out like, oh, you can't buy it. It's like I already bought it.
I want to test it out.
Yeah.
I want to get him. Let's get a friend of ours, little brother, to do it.
Yeah. Yo, Lenny.
What?
We need to do an experiment.
Experiment for what?
We're gonna have one of your family members go walk into a store.
Your little brother buy alcohol,
buy beer,
us,
and just walk out. See if they do a ID check at a self checkout.
Find the loophole. See how that works.
I don't know about that, but experiment.
Just a social experiment.
Don't worry, we'll be right behind them, and then we just won't even say anything. We'll just see like if they let him through.
I feel like they would.
But he's gonna be pushing the cart. He's gonna be pushing the cart, and they're like ID, but like, oh, okay. Then once they ask for the ID, we'll just pop up and like, oh, hey.
Would it also be illegal to have a kid in the store though? Nah, right?
Why would it be illegal?
I don't know.
It's a like a pure like a liquor store.
Yeah.
That's illegal. Like they won't be allowed in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't have.
No, but it's a BJ's. Like,
well, the BJ's maybe.
Supermarket, they do have alcohol. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could buy. Well, I mean, actually, that's the thing. I never really actually seen anybody buy the alcohol at the self checkout in BJ's.
If you went to self checkout, it's gonna ask one of the employees that's
to check your ID, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's why I feel like that's
okay.
So you at least have that one person there to see any help or
the alcohol.
I feel like once it's scanned, the alcohol expert.
Yeah. Alcohol
I feel like that's when it's scanned. You know how you have an issue. There's a light that turns on.
Yeah. Maybe like
that's
ID.
what happens. Yeah.
Sometimes some machines scan your ID because you have little codes behind your ID cards.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know some.
Yeah, it's like a
I know
like a barcode.
I know we have a barcode. I didn't know other places scanned it.
Oh
yeah.
That actually explains a lot of.
Yeah,
damn, I didn't know that.
That's funny though. The fact that they're saying a former employee is like, "Yo, leave."
Man comes back 10 years later. So he's trying to recruit. He's going out there to recruit.
Yeah.
He went out there to
He's like,
recruit.
nah,
That's
bro.
wild.
He's like, leave with me. I got you.
I got you.
So now you see that we may have, a lot of us might have it bad, but a lot of these were definitely. Which one do you think is the worst one? I'm still convinced that at that hotel one.
The hotel one, the 16 an hour to travel around state.
Yeah,
And you're not even getting paid for it.
That's ridiculous.
Like,
that's definitely the worst one.
Can you imagine the gas money? Like 3 hours is like for sure you have to fill up gas.
Yeah.
So you literally could be spending $100 like one day for like let's say 8 hour trip, 9 hour trip. You're for sure filling up your car 2 times. That's literally $100 for that you're not getting back.
You're working for free.
16 hours.
Yeah, you're
for
working,
$16.
You're working for free at that point.
Yeah. You're the fact that it's not being covered whatsoever.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
Disrespectful as hell.
And share a hotel with a random person is insane.
Yeah.
That is actually insane. I would never.
The workforce is crazy. As annoying as our job could be, I'm glad we're not in any of these situations.
Oh no, it could definitely
be worse. Yeah. Well, we have a flight in 2 days to go back home to New York, to get back to work, and then we'll be back here. I don't know if the next one's gonna be back here. The next episode, I don't really have a full lineup yet.
Mm-hmm.
Might be on Discord, or we might be in the Santa Monica studio again.
Yeah.
You never know.
We'll come back. He literally like has somebody else speed dial to like just rent out the place.
Yeah. It's just like hey, I'm coming.
Whoever's here, they fuck out.
Yeah, it's just like I'm renting it for today. They leave. Yeah, it helps out that
these are his.
Yeah,
like he has no matter what. Like these don't disappear. Like whoever rents is out, they got to deal with this.
Those connects I had at the Taylor Swift party really helped me out. So
yeah,
I think we're set here in Santa Monica for
a
a while.
I heard. How is she, by the way?
She's good. I think she was at Travis Kelce's game last week.
Oh
yeah,
they played. I mean,
I think they did. I mean,
I don't know. I'm not much into football.
I haven't watched a lot of football, but I just know Travis Kelce and her are inseparable. Point is,
I'm gonna cry.
We're flying back soon, and on to the next episode. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Jaaz, thank you for joining me. Can you tell these fine folk of YouTube / Spotify / Apple Podcasts where they can find you online?
They could find me on Twitter, if anything, or Instagram actually, at Morlo Jazzio.
There you have it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Thank you for watching. Recline and Unwind.
Recline and Unwind. Peace.
Peace.